If you remember the old game manuals that would come with your video games back when that was a thing, right? Before everything was just downloaded off Steam. So we would get these books and I love them. I mean, look at this imagery. I mispronounce his name, but Dennis Laube? This art in here is awesome. So we want to update our website to have like an old player's handbook, game manual aesthetic for the races and classes and lore and some other stuff, maybe some creatures and all that, right? Yes, the idea would be if we have the capability, if we're doing well enough to be able to purchase the manuals, like have them manufactured and then sell them through our store, we absolutely want to do it. And so we're looking at the illustration style. It works well with the line art that Goblin's been doing, right? So we can use this style and, you know, color illustrations and stuff as well. But we really want to lean into that for our update. And so we ran a survey. Since we've got plenty of classes and plenty of races and other work that Goblin needs to do, so rather than like completely destroy them with a bazillion images to draw, the idea was we were going to pick for each of the classes, we're going to basically pick a race to use with that class, or in that class's illustration. So we wanted to see what the community was thinking, so we sent this out to what, 2,100, 2,200 people. Pretty good engagement. We got 476 responses, plus or minus as we go through. So let's look at the results. It's in alphabetical order. So I mentioned to the team earlier in looking at the results, the results are a bit vanilla, like what I would expect, because we've seen historically, both in the first survey that we did and then previous games looking at people's preferences, there's some obvious ones in a game like this that people like. So Archer, 127 people, or 26.7%, picked Wood Elf Female to represent the Archer. And then second place was Wood Elf Male for Archer. Bard, Human Male with 120 votes. That's 25% of the vote. Second place is Halfling Male. Beastmaster, Troll Male, 131 votes, 28%. Ogre Male, 22%. Cleric, 97 votes, which is 20% of the vote. There's a lot more here. Second place, High Elf Female with 68 votes, 14%, if I'm not mistaken. That's second place, followed by Deep Dwarf with 13%. Not bad for a Deep Dwarf. Druid, Wood Elf Female, again, 116 votes. That's 24.5%. Second place, Wood Elf Male. Elementalist, a little bit tighter competition here. But the Gnome Male wins with 16% of the vote, or 79 votes. And then we have High Elf Male with 63. And High Elf Female ekes in above Deep Elf with 49 votes. Enchanter. Oh, when I updated this earlier, I guess I'd missed the note for next time. So Enchanter, again, a little bit tighter race. High Elf Female with 96 votes is the winner. All right, so Enchanter was High Elf Female with a second place of Deep Elf Female. And then third place... Oh no, second place High Elf Male, third place Deep Elf Female. I was probably the only one that picked a troll fighter, Justin said. We'll see. Fighter. So Ogre Male Fighter crushed it with 140. That one's a pretty clear indication. Troll had 41. You weren't alone, Justin. And then second place on Troll is Deep Dwarf Male. Not bad, Deep Dwarf. That's another Deep Dwarf that's in the sort of top bracket. And then Human Male at 59 is third place. You took the survey 40 times? I can check that. You better not have. You'll be on my list, sir. Inquisitor. A lot flatter distribution here, but still not bad. It still had 467 votes. Inquisitor being a newer concept too. I could see how people aren't like, oh man, I used to play an Inquisitor, so I have my heart set on something. So where are we at? This is a tight race. High Elf Male Inquisitor is tied for Deep Elf Female Inquisitor. Both could look pretty cool in my opinion. And third place is Deep Elf Male. So that's pretty cool. Monk. Very clear winner here. Humans. Boltman said try to pick the most weird combination. I don't know. Was there really a weird combination? If it was weird, it wouldn't be on here. Well, you have no lizards, though. We have no lizards yet. Surprised by the high elf popularity. They never seem very popular to me in comparison to the other elf types. That's an interesting point because I actually believe data-wise, that's correct. I wish I had all that old data. Man. I swear I've got a Dropbox that I can't access anymore, and they're a complete pain in the ass to deal with to try to get access to it. And it's like, well, do you not have the phone that you used 15 years ago? No, I don't. What about the email address you used 15 years ago? No. I'll give you whatever you want. You want DNA? I'll send you one of my remaining hairs. You can analyze it. You want me to show you the progression of phone numbers and addresses since then, Dropbox? Just let me into this Dropbox that I had when I worked at Sony. But I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if that Dropbox had spreadsheets and stuff with some of this info in it. Like surveying what people were using back then. So anyways, human male with 221, human female with 101. Pretty clear. Necromancer. Deep elf male with 100. Pretty standout. Deep elf female with 65. Solid second place. No male at 38. You know, no surprises here. Is an Inquisitor like a warrior? Imagine an Inquisitor as being a hybrid that a melee hybrid that got enchanter-like abilities. Sort of a force of will. What am I trying to say? A character that exerts like force of will and uses certain magics or methodologies to combat magic and silence folks and mez folks and so. They're a type of enforcer that you would send out to deal with magic users. Well, anybody to be honest, right? It's gonna sound really cheesy, but the thing that I was thinking with when I was picturing them was like Darth Vader. I know. It's silly, but like the force choke and the hand wave and all of that shit. Paladin. Pretty clear winner of Dwarf Male with 115 votes. Human Male with 98 votes. And High Elf Male with 67. Ranger. Another very clear one. Wood Elf Male with 180. Wood Elf Female with 93. And Halfling Male with 52, I think, is third place. Shaka. Good to see you, but you should have filled it out. Rogue. Rogue. Halfling wins with 103. I don't know what would make people like halfling rogues, but they do. A bunch of Bagginses out there. Damn, Goblin lost on rogues. It's a tight one though, it's close. Gnome rogue. Well, keep in mind that you can make whatever you want. But we're looking at this for the, that's a good point. How does a halfling backstab? You know, lower back, hopper. I don't know. Die-high stabber. Do you want to have a broad range of races in there, or if everyone had chosen human for every class, would you have just put a bunch of human pictures in? Yeah, if people would, if basically all of one race got picked, we'd mix it up to make it look good. We're still gonna have to mix it up a little bit, just because. So I'll go through the summary in a second, but Shadow Knight. Shadow Knight, Ogre Male wins again with 120. Troll Male is second place with 108. And Deep Elf Male is third place with 70. Shaman, we have Troll Female with 81. That's 17% of the vote. Ogre Female with 67 is second place. And Goblin Male with 61 is third place. Spellblade. It's kind of tight here. This is interesting. And in both cases, both Deep Elf and in High Elf, the female edge just above their male counterpart in this. So Spellblade, High Elf female 85, High Elf male 77. High Elf or Deep Elf female 59 in third place. And for the last one, Wizard had 474 votes. So participants. And Wizard, the winner is High Elf male with 89. That's 18.8%. I believe, yeah, the female counterpart is 64 votes with 13.5%. And where are we at from there? I think human male is third place. Yeah. All right. And so the summary is we had Deep Elf male, 2 Dwarven male, Gnome male, Halfling male, High Elf male, 2 High Elf female, Human male twice, Ogre male twice, Troll male, Troll female, Wood Elf male twice, or female twice. So we'll have to look at it and mix it up a little bit. I mean, it's not like you're gonna not see some of these other combos and a lot of other stuff, right? We're doing all sorts of illustrations, and we'll have other art available that shows a mix. Goblin's been really good about mixing up the various illustrations today. But those are the votes that we have. The choices here are interesting because I'm excited for people to... I'm excited to see the people that pick the... You know, these people. Like the 12 people that picked a female troll fighter. Stuff like that. So...